This is what you really have to let go. You have to let go of the situation. You have to let go of certain things in your mind that you keep perpetuating. That's what you have to really let go of. I don't understand why people say that, you have to let go of, if somebody doesn't love you, you let go of them. I mean, I don't really understand that understanding. See, you do not have to let go of love. You do not have to let go of love. You have to let go of people that have created problems in your life that you are perpetuating in your mind. You have to let go of that and have the capacity to love again. See, there's a saying that says, and it's a spiritual saying which says that let go of the things that are holding you back from loving. Hey everyone, welcome back to Lit Mind. I am Karthik and today I'm back with another video where we're going to talk about how we human beings are walking, talking, breathing magnets. Yes, we are magnets, and what I mean by that is that we have the capacity to create our reality, and we are literally attracting to ourselves the situations, the opportunities in our lives by just the power of our thought. That means the power of your thought is so potent that it has the capacity to create your reality. That means that you now are living your creation, which is that you have literally created your life based on your thinking, that your reality is being created because of the thoughts that you have been cultivating, because of the ways of thinking that you have cultivated is what's creating your reality. And so if you see that you are currently in a situation and in a problem or in something that's there in your life, some problem that you cannot fix, that you have not been able to fix for yourself, and that you see yourself stuck somewhere, is because of the fact that you have allowed yourself to be there because of your thoughts that are allowing you to not make you move past that situation. And I am here to suggest to you that you have the capacity, you have the power, and you have the ability to see yourself, and it's called self-reflection. That once you start to self-reflect on your thoughts, that whatever you are consciously thinking, that if you become conscious of whatever it is that you're thinking, what's going to happen is that you will become aware of your lack mentality. You will become aware of some things that are keeping you, holding you back. If some things that just anger you out of nowhere, you feel like you just get angry at some of the things that you are not even in a situation. You get frustrated for no reason, no point sometimes, and sometimes, there are situations that happen in our lives that make us that makes us wanna lose our temper, that makes us wanna give in to that situation, that circumstance where we do not feel like we have the capacity to hold our emotional energies, and we literally let it out. And so what happens is that when you give in to those situations, what happens is that you're allowing yourself to be you're perpetuating those circumstances. Because what's happening is that, let's say if you get angry at someone in a traffic jam, what's literally happening is that you're literally letting the world, the universe know that this is something that bothers you. So universe is nothing like YouTube. So it's gonna go ahead and recommend you what bothers you, because what you like. See, these are the two things that the universe is going to keep on giving to you. If anything that bothers you, then the universe is going to keep giving to you until you learn from that situation, until you learn from that circumstance. And so what happens is that your one reaction is perpetuating it's literally perpetuating your reality for you. It's literally creating the new circumstances for you in your life. And that's how we go unconsciously living in our lives. That's how literally we go unconsciously living in our lives, not realizing the fact that we have the capacity to hold our thoughts for a moment. We can literally just say to ourselves, like, hold on for a minute. There's a saying that says that we 10% of, see, anything that happens to you, 10% of it is what you, and 90% is how you react. So 10% is what happens to you, and 90% is how you react to that situation. That means that reaction, that momentary reaction is in your control. That is where you are. That is how you become powerful. Whenever you are in a situation where you feel like that you are about to lose yourself, just remember this one thing, that you are literally giving away your power to that person, or that other human being. That is literally, you see, there are walking, talking energy vampires in our world, that literally they can literally come into your life, and they just want to suck your energy. Why is it? Because you are allowing them to suck your energy. Because see, we have not been trained. We from a very young age have not been trained to realize the fact that we as human beings have the capacity to create our own energy, that we have the capacity to create our own personal power, and therefore we go around sucking other people's energies because we think that that's a really good thing to do, that's something that people get a kick out of it. There are some people that get a kick out of these things, and that's why you have to become consciously conscious about who you are allowing yourself to control. Because see, whoever you give your power to has the power to control you. So in a way, when you're reacting to those situations and those circumstances, you're giving away your power, and you do not want to give away your power for the fact that power is something that literally is, if you do not react in that situation, you're literally telling the universe that this doesn't bother me. And so the universe is not going to give you those kind of situations and those kind of circumstances in your life. And what's going to happen is that eventually you're going to see yourself moving towards things that are going to be much more fulfilling for you, which will give you much better ways. You'll meet people that are going to be more like your kind, which means that you will allow good things to happen to you. You are allowing yourself to not be bothered by the things that are going around in the world. And especially in your own life. I mean, you could literally be not bothered about anyone else, but at least be bothered about how you react to the situations or about life. Literally you have the power to create that reality for you that you're living right now. And I do certainly sincerely believe that you have literally not allowed yourself to consciously think about your life. You could literally have the power to magnetize certain kind of people in your life that you would be grateful for. You can literally be grateful for some people in your life that you already are around. And once you become grateful for those people in your life that you already are, that you already admire, that you already feel grateful about, you can literally let them know that once. You can let them know that you're grateful for them, that you can give you can literally let them know. And what's going to happen is that they're going to feel good about it. And what's going to happen is that you are literally creating that flow. It's like an opening for you. It's an opening for you so that new relationships can come into your life. So that's going to bring forth more better opportunities for you, and much better ways of living for your own growth, for your own understanding, for your own development, for your own self-reflecting on things where you will be able to see your life from a different perspective. You'll be able to see your life from a whole different way. And that's what's required of you. That's what's important for you now, to go ahead and move on in your life in that direction. In order to take those steps in that direction, what's going to happen is it's going to require something. You need to be able to have the capacity to reflect on yourself. That means that you must now reflect on what is it that's not allowing you to move forward. What is it that's not allowing you to move past that problem that has literally allowed you to keep you where you are. And that problem is somehow within you. There's a part of you that's not willing to let go of certain things that have been holding you. You have literally allowed yourself to be tied to those things. In your mind, you keep perpetuating and you keep blaming this person or that person, something that you have to let go. And this is what you really have to let go. You have to let go of the situation. You have to let go of certain things in your mind that you keep perpetuating. That's what you have to really let go of. I don't understand why people say that, you have to let go of, if somebody doesn't love you, you let go of them. I don't really understand that understanding. See, you do not have to let go of love. You do not have to let go of love. You have to let go of people that have created problems in your life that you are perpetuating in your mind. You have to let go of that and have the capacity to love again. See, there's a saying that says, and it's a spiritual saying which says that let go of the things that are holding you back from loving. Let all those things that are holding you back from letting you love once again. So what the point is that you don't have to let go of love. You have to let go of the things that are holding you back from keeping you away from love. That means that you have to reignite that heart within you. You have to reignite that heart within you to see that life is still beautiful, that life is still great, that life is still amazing, and that life has something that you must now be going after. That means that you have to reignite certain parts about yourself that you have allowed to let go, that you have literally allowed your mind to take over. You have to literally let your mind not rule you and get into your heart once again. Get into the things, get into the heart of the thing, that why is it that you have not been able. And I'm telling you, most of the time we are against ourselves, and therefore I urge you to start reading some books that are going to help you see there are higher perspectives that are available in this universe. That means that there are people that have said things, that there's a problem that you're going through, and if you start developing yourself, you start reading some of the authors, what's going to happen is that those perspectives are going to that there are people that have literally have risen above their perspectives that you might be going through. That literally you might be going through some perspective that you're holding on to something so deeply. And what happens is that sometimes we don't realize that if we just read some books or listen to some people that have the understanding, and you have to do this over and over again. It doesn't happen just one go. Repetition is the mother of, the mother of, Jim Rohn says that you have to keep repeating yourself to do the things that you like to do. Even if you don't like to develop yourself, I would say that once you begin the process, what's going to happen is eventually you're going to love it, because you're literally transforming yourself. And once you begin to transform yourself, and it's a repetition. So you see, repetition brings forth your blessings. It does, because what happens is that by repeating the things that we are getting something from, what's going to happen is that you're literally allowing your paradigm to break away. That paradigm that has built up within you, you are allowing it to break away. That paradigm, that old paradigm, and you're now shifting towards that new paradigm. So you have to let go of the old paradigms. You have to move towards the new paradigm, which is going to come only when you dive into some of the great authors or some of the great works that people have done. And if you keep listening to me, what's going to happen is eventually that person in you is going to want to change yourself, because of the fact that I'm allowing you to give you that freedom where you have the power to change yourself. Because see, I do have that understanding where I can give you that advice, where I have the capacity to make you see things from a place where you might not have allowed yourself to see from. Sometimes we sometimes need people that can help us. You see, sometimes we need people whose belief in them can help them to see themselves. So I am that person for you, where I have the capacity to make you believe in yourself. Sometimes we have to believe in someone else's belief so that our belief kicks in. Sometimes we have to do it, and we have to do it repetitively, because of the fact that we literally have to, because see, we have people around our environment that are not literally supporting us in a way that we want us to be supported. We are not surrounded by environments that want us to grow, and they really are not that supportive. And so therefore you have to find, that's why you have to believe in someone else's belief in you until your belief kicks in. And therefore, in order for your belief to kick in, you're going to have to listen to me over and over again. And what's going to happen is that once you begin to listen to my words and listen to my messages, it's going to give you it's going to give you that ability to change some aspects about you, and those aspects about you are going to give you some new revelations about yourself, and you will see that you're moving in this journey, and you're going you're going to be progressing in this journey in a way that you never thought you could have. And what's going to happen is eventually you're going to come to a point where you'll be like, I can take on from now. I can move. I can go ahead outside and I can take up challenges. I'll be willing to see. Sometimes it's only our attitude that requires some change. That means that it's not the problem of this. It's not the situation that is the problem in your life. It is that you have not developed yourself to be to that place where you have the capacity to see that problem as not a problem, but see it from a solution. To see that problem from a place where it's from a place where you have the capacity to change it, where you have the capacity to transform that problem into something that could help you to identify the solution for. So you begin to, rather than see it as an obstacle, you start to see it as an opportunity for you to grow yourself. And that from your growing yourself, what's going to happen is you're going to see that obstacle as not an obstacle. And that's the whole point of realizing that your attitude must be shifted. You must shift your attitude towards that problem, and that's going to happen by constantly listening to people that are inspiring. That's going to happen by constantly going ahead and picking up those books that are going to help you see yourself from a place you never thought before. I think you should pick up Think and Grow Rich. That's the first book you need to pick up if you're going towards self-development. If you want to take on the journey, then I believe that the first book you must pick up is Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, and that book is going to help you see some things about yourself. It helped me change my entire reality. I never could have imagined myself speaking, I never could have imagined myself doing these things that I'm doing right now. I never could have, but I did work on myself. I did develop me to the point where I'm able to say this, that you do also have the capacity to see yourself, if not now, maybe in a few years, but definitely go for it. Pick up that book. It's going to help you see yourself from a place you never thought before. And that's all you have to develop. See, the difficulty is something that is there because you do not have the capacity to see it from a place where you are it's basically your attitude that's making you see it as a difficulty. It's your attitude. You have to shift your attitude, and that attitude is what's going to allow you to see your reality from a different place, and it's going to help you to see yourself from a different place. And that's the whole point of self-development, that you have to reflect on yourself on a daily basis. That this is not something that you do one day and then you let it go. You have to just keep on diving deep into it as much as you can, as deep as you can, and as much as you can. Go ahead and develop that power within you. What's going to happen is that you are going to see yourself from a different place, a whole other different ball game. And that's all I want to share with everyone. And thank you so much for tuning in once again. I'm Karthik, and I'm gonna see you again in my next video. Thank you.